What's up, rockstars? Boom. Hey, so we're on day 4 of the Octave of Easter. So 8 days. We're halfway through the week and halfway through the celebration of Easter, the continued celebration of Easter. And so I didn't go to Mass today because I've been working on a few other things. And part of that is actually two things. One being that I'm just going through, I just recently discovered that I could watch The Chosen on Amazon Prime. So on Prime, I can watch, have a Prime membership, so I can watch The Chosen. I just finished up season 3 today. I cut the last 2 episodes. And part of what I do with shows like this is I use it as a way to help me learn more about my faith and to help me work through some things and really learn. I learn a lot, and there are things that I take and absorb and I use them and kind of have them available, put them in my toolbox, as it will, tools for my toolbox. And being able to help, with sharing my faith. And so one of the things that happened on the last episode was it's when Eden and Simon were going through they were actually beginning or mourning through the loss of their unborn child. And so they were working through that, and the show began with a reading the original of one of the Psalms to they had gone back in time to when it was King David, and who was the author of most of the Psalms that are in the Bible. And so they started the show with that, and I was like, well, that's kind of interesting. And then as they were finishing the episode, they finished with the reading of the rest of the psalm. The rest of the psalm came through. And it had dawned, it occurred to me at this point, it was a learning moment for me that, because I'd always struggled with the Psalms, always struggled. Like, I'm sometimes I think to a fault, but I am crazy positive. Like, I see the benefit positive in everything that happens in life. I've taken a lot of that and turned it toward where God is working in my life and in other lives. And so the Psalms are always seem like they just, particularly when they start off, are like always so negative and always so down, and after this episode, and actually during the end of this episode, I was like, it clicked. I got it. And then I was like, okay, now I understand, because nobody had ever explained the Psalms to me. I knew that, King David, he wrote them, they sang them, and it was a way that they could share the faith was through the Psalms and praying to God. It's a form of prayer. But I never really truly understood. And I was like, I got it. It's, they're a tool to be used, a way for us to, you can pick a psalm that relates to what you're going through. And yeah, it's a struggle, it's a challenge, you're having a hard time, it's the loss of a loved one. You're going through that anger, you're mad at God. Like, why would you let this happen? And then as you go through that process, you realize it's God is working through you. Like I shared in a video during Lent, like, God is closest to us when we're having the hardest time. He just wants us to reach out to him. Jesus is right there. We just have to reach out during our hardest times, our biggest challenges. And the Psalms are a way to express that and to be able to work through that and because they always finish positive, on a positive, how glorifying and celebrating God. And so that occurred to me today. Like, it's something I learned today from watching The Chosen. And so also I'm working on a certificate program it's actually through the Diocese of Pittsburgh, but it's a program from Franciscan University it's a catechist certificate. So it's basically going to give me the street cred to be able to be a catechist and share my faith and teach others about our faith. So I'm working through that too. So rather than go to Mass, I spent some time, and the certificate program it's gotten into a part where it's very intense. It's taking a lot of time diving into part of your textbooks are the Bible and the Catechism of the Catholic Church. Those are your two textbooks. And so diving into those. So that's what I worked on today. That's what I did today. But it's really, there's some things that are happening in good ways. You know, God is really, I'm discovering some things about myself and really learning a lot, and really I'm excited about how some things are starting to unfold in my own life, some realizations that I'm making, and truly some things that I am in the process of letting go of, that have been kind of like weighing me down and I think holding me back. And also really truly starting to discover, and I'll share a lot of these details as I work through them, but and when the time is right, but really starting to get a better idea of what my purpose is, what my intention is. It's more than just sharing my faith on these videos, but starting to work through these things. So I got to get into youth group right now, but hopefully your Lenten journey is going well. And it's amazing. Another beautiful day in southwestern Pennsylvania. And I hope your Easter celebration is continuing. Hey, share your smile with the world, because it just might make somebody's day.